I am with Dani Cutler right now. She's phenomenal. You're here. You're seeing her right there. Look how gorgeous she looks.
Oh, shut up.
We're
Tell
about
me
to do an
more.
interview. Oh yeah, she's wonderful. She's gorgeous. You know, she's one of my favorite people in Phoenix. Let me tell you. Anyway, I digress. I
Wow.
I ready to go.
No, I
I
mean,
think
I've
she
been,
really.
all this
Yeah.
is now recorded on my end too. So I'm just going to play it
Oh,
back.
okay, yeah.
Whenever I'm
She's
feeling
the wind beneath
down,
my wings, basically.
whenever I'm feeling down and just need a little pick me up, I'm going to play that in a loop. All right, here we go. It's the
Here we
Dani
go.
Cutler Show on independent radio, KWSS 93.9 FM, and streaming at KWSS.org. And for those of you listening on 93.9 right now, it is a lovely Thursday morning, but I am right now, it is a week earlier almost. Yeah, it is exactly a week earlier.
Exactly.
Today is Thursday, isn't it? So I'm
Most
half
definitely.
right, like a clock. Right half the time? I don't know. Anyway, I am here with Brian Powell of L West. Hello, my dear.
Dani, hello. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm doing lovely. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for sharing your presence with me today. It's
Oh,
absolutely fantastic to be here at your show today.
you're a doll. If you could just turn up your mic just a
Oh,
smidge,
oh, oh, I
just a
apologize.
smidge.
I
You're
apologize.
good.
Hello, 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 hello.
Yes, that is
Is that
much
better?
better.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Awesome. Sorry about
But
that.
I always can go to TikTok because there's this guy on there who gives all kinds of advice and encouragement on how to produce on TikTok.
Yes.
And
I think his name is Bryant Powell. Yeah.
yes, he is. And he's part of this band L West. And he gives amazing advice and tips and tricks and things
Hmm.
for people who don't know how to produce, like me.
Well, fair enough. Well, yeah, I mean, it's a new phenomena. I think basically, especially for millennials like me that want to really get into TikTok. Imagine yourself talking to a 2-year old and trying to have them pay as much attention as possible. Then you will be successful.
Yeah, that
Honestly, because it's just like, hey, 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 get go, bump, boom, bump, bump. You know, what I mean,
it
it's
is.
that type of phenomena. But in hindsight, it's a really really great platform. A lot of fantastic people are on that platform, and yeah, I'm just really excited to basically launch over there, as well as launch a lot of L West stuff now
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, most
Well,
that.
tell me how you went from putting your band on TikTok to saying, I'm going to talk about music production. What was the idea for that?
Okay, well, yeah, sure. You know, I'm a vocal producer as well as a top liner. Top liners are people that sing EDM songs. I know
Oh.
it's yeah,
I
it's
did
a
not
it's
know
it's
this
a
about you, my friend.
right. Yeah, I'll throw some tracks out for you. But what I did at the beginning of my EDM singing career is I spent all of my money, all of it, on plugins that I don't even use right now. Right. So it's basically I spent like thousands of dollars on people on things that I don't really use. So I was like, hey, like what can I do on this platform to really help people that are on their journey to becoming a vocal producer or a producer of music without one breaking the bank and like I did because I broke the bank. Honestly, it was ridiculous. And also basically bring a face that's not so like intimidating because
Mhm.
I know it could like working with Logic, working with Pro Tools, working with all these digital audio workspaces. It's so intimidating when you first get there, you
Yeah.
know. And yeah, I just wanted to be that voice, and just wanted to be that face. And once I hit 10,000 followers, I'm gonna definitely ask the question, you know, hey, like I also have this like really rad band out of Bird City, Phoenix 602, and I would really love for you all to hear it. And maybe that'll work, maybe it won't. But in hindsight, at least it's helping people. But yeah.
No, I think it's great. And I have literally jotted down little notes on the programs you use because,
Nice.
I am a big fan of freeware and cheapware. Let me tell you,
Oh my gosh.
I broadcast from home and producing is producing and the tools can work whether you're just speaking or whether you're producing music. So
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit on some really major points. I actually use what you would actually really love. Actually, it's called the Bruce Free by Clef Grid. It is basically a noise reduction tool.
Oh.
So like like right now you'll hear like of of the garbage men
Yep.
across the street. It's ridiculous. That actually destroys that frequency.
That's cool.
So that's a really nice
Oh,
tool.
I'm
I
gonna have to
definitely.
check that out because right now, I mean, I've literally been using. Do you know WavePad? It's like
Yes,
super basic software, and
yes.
but it's gotten me through like the last 10 years of audio. Seriously, because I'm all about simple, quick, easy. If I don't have to put too much into it, it's awesome, and it's got a reduction in it, and it seems to work pretty well. But I'm always looking for something to make it a little clearer.
Well, I mean, those situations where it's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But in hindsight, technology has come a long way with
I
that.
also just love to play with new toys. So
Yeah.
that's the thing. I am an audio tech file. I love that kind of stuff. So
Most definitely.
funny how we started off just talking about TikTok, right?
Yeah.
The whole reason you're here. Yeah.
Me and Danny always you go in these little tangents, don't we? Yeah.
We do.
I
And I
love it.
think
I love it.
it is. It's awesome. It makes, I mean, this probably might not make the radio cut. We'll see, but it's going to be posted online. So everyone can get the entire video conversation after
Yeah,
it posts on the air. Yeah.
it's about to get really awesome. Yeah, most
So
definitely.
you've kept yourself besides becoming a TikTok phenomenon. You have also you've been pretty busy. I mean, I just saw your episode of the recording artist with Otto.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, how
Golly,
was
what a great guy.
I know. How was that whole experience for you? Because it looked like a lot of fun.
It was amazing. You know, I tell you this much. He has a one fantastic team around him that produces his show all the time. I actually am doing a vlog right now, and I was vlogging like I did like a 2-part series on his whole entire setup and everything like that. It's a great show. It's a great show, Danny. You know, I tell you, it basically what we had an hour or two to basically record one of our songs.
Right.
We did that. It was a little grueling. It was a little stressful, but
And
it was done. Yeah,
well, and you don't know what the song is going in.
most definitely.
Yeah, so it's chosen by the fans and the people who are part of the recording artist group. So they all get to vote and choose what song. And you have no idea until you go in, and then they're just like, boom. And the best part for me personally was the song that was chosen.
I knew it. Danny really likes those
I
letter
should
A.
have wore my shirt. Oh, darn it. Hindsight 2020. Should have worn my Rose Letter A shirt.
No, what gives, lady? Golly.
Oh, I'm a failure. Bye. Nice
Oh, no,
interview.
No. All right, we'll see ya. Bye, guys. All right. No, it's fine. No, it's fine.
Oh my goodness. But no, it's phenomenal. And watching all of the episodes, I mean, it's really, he has a way of engaging with the artist to where he's like, yes, you are talented, but he knows exactly what to do to just challenge you a little more. Like when he told you to hit those high notes and you were just like, all right, here we go.
I was like,
Are you still
no.
recovering?
No, I feel like I'm like, geez Louise, like I feel like I was back in like 12-year-old choir,
But he knows what he's doing, right? He just is like, try this, and then when you do it, you're just like, damn, that's
Most
yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
You know, I think this much, Danny. Like, he should actually like have you come down and stuff like that because you should see his facility. It's absolutely fantastic.
Oh, Otto's on my list. He's on my list. I'm just biding my time, waiting on that second shot, and then I can actually be part of the real world somewhat again.
Fair enough. Yeah, I hear you. Actually, mine's on the 11th of April. So yeah.
There you go. Mine's the 24th. So we're getting there, man.
Almost there. We're almost
So
there.
honestly, though, in the interim, you and El West, you've definitely managed to keep yourself busy over this past year, and I think that's amazing. Still creating and able to start practicing again. And I know you and we talked. We had the Instagram Live thing like right at the beginning of the shutdown.
Correct.
So I can't believe that was a year ago.
God, yeah, it feel like it just happened.
Really. I know it's really kind of bizarre if you think about it, but yeah. So is there anything else that's been going on with you that you've been doing? I know you've been really helpful with NEVA, and now they passed the funding, and now everybody's waiting to apply for the funding. But
Yeah, well, I tell you this much. Yeah, working with Nebo is absolutely fantastic. We did a really, really great charity live stream for our very good friends at Dual AZ. They are a nonprofit that actually helps senior citizens. Because again, like if you're a senior citizen, like what 70 and up, you're not going to grocery stores. You're not going to get your
Right.
pharmaceuticals or anything like that. They are a fantastic organization that basically does all of the legwork for people in need. So that's great. And also, yeah, Neva was fantastic. We actually teamed up with our very good friend, Mr. Roberts. He's incredible, incredible artist. Um, yeah, dude, like, oh, excuse me, Nick Rogers. Why did I call him Mr. Roberts?
I don't
I'm
know,
so
but
sorry.
apparently he
What
is a
a
very good friend.
I'm so sorry. Yeah. Yeah, like I'm trying to get as much information to you as possible because just to make just to make myself sound interesting, and it's not really working.
Yeah, you're
Uh,
very interesting. Don't worry.
no, that's subjective, my dear. But yeah, a good friend of mine, Nick Rogers. He has been a friend of Thomas's for a long, long, long time. His brother actually punched me in the Heavy Hitter video. He
Oh,
punched me right in the face with he. Anyway, it's a long story. So he actually made these fantastic logo canvas art pieces, and we auctioned those out for NEVA, National Independent Venues Association, as well as recording two more songs, as well as writing a whole LP, as well as just blah blah blah.
you have definitely kept it busy, and that's good. That's good.
Mhm.
And now here we
Okay.
are,
Yeah.
2021, a little glimmer of light at the end of a very long tunnel.
Oh my
And
god.
you have a new single
Most
that
definitely.
is being released tomorrow. We're saying
Correct.
tomorrow, even though it is technically the 16th of April,
Mm-hmm.
and this is going out at a weird time. You know how time works in independent radio. It doesn't
Oh
mean
yeah.
anything.
Oh yeah. Most definitely.
So
It's irrelevant.
it's completely irrelevant, but yet it still keeps moving forward in some weird way. It's
Definitely.
amazing. So the name of the single is
Who you are.
wonderful.
That's
And was this written over the was this in the back burner or just written?
well, I tell you this much. When the whole pandemic started, we had a whole EP, a loom that was
Mm-hmm.
about to be released. But the whole problem was we just I don't know. It was basically went in the back burner, went in the back burner. All the guys were like, you know what, let's just release it. It was produced, recorded by Bo Rochelle of Seosin in beautiful Southern California. It's a great song. Funny story I have about this great song.
Oh,
So what
well,
happened? Okay, yeah. Well, it's radio, so this is great, right? Anyway,
it's radio,
uh,
and then with the video, don't even worry. Just say what you're
right.
gonna say.
So here's what it is. Here it is. It's Thursday. I'm doing all the vocals in 2 days, which is poor planning on my part. But again, I'm not the best planner. All right, I'm not. I'm left-handed. Whatnot. Anyway, I digress. A little bit about me. So what happened was, Bo heard the song and stuff like that. It's like, you know what? You need another 45 seconds of vocal composition on the song, and you have 20 minutes to write it.
Oh,
I'm like, oh, great. That's wonderful. That's not stressful at all. That's not a stressful situation at all. So
no.
I basically went outside. I almost cried. I walked around. I kind of screamed for probably 5 minutes, but I ended up making something and it landed. And I maybe you'll like it, maybe you don't. But you know what? It happened. Let's just say that. So yeah, it
You
was
push through the pain.
you have to. You definitely have to. It's definitely like a stoic mindset. It's basically turning S into sugar. If you catch my drift.
There you go. There you go. So you've been sitting on this since
Mhm.
because it was going to be on your EP, which yeah, I was at that little semi release in February of 2020, way back when.
Yeah, and then it was like, hey, it's March. Sorry.
That's
Like,
exactly,
ah!
yep, that was exactly how everybody felt, I think. Guess what, everyone? Yeah.
Your life is on pause.
Yep, yep. It's like you just
So
hear the screeching brakes.
and how, yes,
Yep.
we definitely heard the screeching brakes. But we released a song in January. It went really well. We went released a song in December. It went really well. We released a song in March. We probably will do during the summer. We're basically going to be about to release a lot of really great music, and I'm really really excited to be teaming up with KWSS with
Oh, well,
Danny.
we are honored to give
Releasing.
this little sneak radio preview of the song as well. So, what is the song about?
It's basically about how, you know what, it's kind of weird because it worked out because it's kind of like a 2020 song. It's about situations that hit you blindsided and you have to react to it, you know. And I always come back to Stoic philosophy because I've turned a new leaf in Stoic philosophy. I was never really a philosophy person, but I've written a lot of music about, like, books like The Obstacle is the Way and Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday, one of my all-time heroes. And it's basically about that. It's about how people have turned their situations that are dire, into something that is actually beneficial. So yeah, that's basically what the song kind of is about, actually.
Yeah, I can see that. All your writing is, I mean, your songs are very meaningful.
Yeah.
There's even Cuba Gooding Jr. I
Oh yeah.
mean, there's meaning and there's, it's poetry. It is, you are a philosopher in that way, I think. And the way you're expressing it is through music. So,
Yeah, most definitely. Well,
yeah.
I don't know. I get stuff from things and from people. You know what I mean? Like that's how what songwriting is all about. It's like putting a different perspective on everything every day and basically just trying to achieve more, I guess.
Of
So yeah,
course.
I appreciate you
Absolutely.
saying that. I really thank you.
Well, I've thought it since the first song I've ever heard from you. And, I'm a lifelong fan now. So you're just not going to get rid of me. I'm a groupie for life.
I don't want to. I do not want to live you.
Good, good, good. So, yeah, so everything's going to be released officially tomorrow. So, you're about to hear a little preview of the single in the 939 local spotlight. And before we wrap it up, I want to ask you, I've been asking all the artists I've been interviewing lately because here we are, it's April of 2021, and live music is once again trying to make a comeback, and it's a little more real of a comeback this time now that we have vaccinations happening and the numbers so far are looking good as everything is kind of leveling downward in trends. How's Al West looking at the rest of 2021? Are you jumping right back into finding a live show to do, or what's going on?
I think if there's a situation, it's really weird. I was actually, speaking of philosophy, um, in Chinese, it's like I think it's the word for what was it? Either disaster or catastrophe is opportunity at the same time. So it's like, I think what L West especially did in 2020 was trying to find the opportunity in every bad situation. I.e., if we couldn't do shows, if we couldn't put out content, we were still doing the vlogs, we were still doing the live streams, we were still writing music, we were still meeting up, we were still like growing as people.
Mhm.
I think the whole theme of 2021 is strategy and kind of going back to a state but of playing shows, but being really particular and taking a little bit more risk when it comes to situations where, like, an opportunity for maybe like a tour of some sorts, like maybe like giving that a little bit more. Plus I would obviously, because apparently I'm like the freaking TikTok king, which would have been amazing because those people are like freaking multimillionaires,
It's true.
right?
I don't know how they do it.
I have the faintest. Like I want like an L West Lambo or something like that in the old
There
the
you go.
drive-through, the driveway. But yeah, I think that's the push right now. Obviously the as I like to call the tick ticks.
Yeah,
But
you
also,
know, I like
uh,
what you're saying because it is something that I wonder if a lot of bands are thinking along these same lines where they're like, okay, so I've played all these local shows for years, played all
right,
the venues, this and that, and just have never really, for whatever reason, their hesitation to actually try and book something going out further, even like regional. It doesn't have to be like a
right,
national tour or anything, just like regional. And
yeah.
they've always hesitated. And I wonder if that's going to change a lot of artists' minds now. And they're going to start saying, hey, YOLO,
No,
let's
I,
get
I
out
could
there and
definitely
get
see
our
that.
music known.
No, I could definitely see that. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, because again, we've been cooped up for so long. I think the audience will be there too in hindsight because they've been cooped up for
Yeah,
so
I
long.
think so.
I think the play honestly is not only like live stream shows, not only content, but we are actually really looking for sync opportunity as well. So um, we're actively looking for that right now. So that's basically that's the news of the day for L West right now.
No, I think that's great. It looks like it could be a very promising 2021 if everything just continues the way it
Most
is.
definitely. Yeah, most definitely. I mean, I think there's a lot of opportunities out there. You just have to really, really reach and find and put yourself in out there, you know? So yeah,
Awesome. Well put,
like
well
what we're doing
stated.
right now,
Exactly. We've all
you
had
know?
to pivot in different ways. I mean, even for me, it was like, okay, I can't have people in the studio with me. How do I adjust so that I can still bring the music and these artists and what they're doing to my listeners?
Yeah.
So thank you, Zoom.
Zoom has been a lifeline. It basically saved the economy, basically, I think.
I know, saved everybody.
Are you kidding me?
Sanity, economy, it's just
Yeah, most def. Oh,
for
I
sure. And
could.
I don't want it to go away either. I still want it to be I still think it's an important component even as we're going out more and more again.
Oh, sure enough. I mean,
Absolutely.
yeah, most definitely. I mean, plus, I mean, it's a great tool for people from out of town, stuff like that. I don't have to
Hmm.
call you. I can actually just like actually look at your face
Yep.
and be a part of something, even though like we're maybe miles away.
Hmm.
So yeah, I couldn't agree with you more, Danny.
You've driven to my place before. We are definitely miles away.
It's like driving to Topeka. Let me tell you.
Oh
Like you have
man.
an hour drive. I'm like, golly, thank God I like this lady. Let me tell you. Like,
Oh,
I'm
I see. I see. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
kidding. No,
You're
no.
so funny.
I would drive even longer. No worries.
Ah, well, I am practically a stone's throw from Casa Grande, but
That's a fair statement. It's a fair statement. You really
well,
are.
Bryant, I'm so glad that you joined me for a little while today, and
I'm
it
so glad.
was always wonderful catching up with you.
Most definitely.
And let's let everybody know. So, any musicians who are listening or watching, if they want to get some very important tips on producing music from Bryant, what's your TikTok handle, mister?
It's just Bryant L West.
There you go. And it's L West Music everywhere too, right?
Correct.
Excellent.
Uh huh.
All right. Well, for those of you listening right now on 93.9 FM, you're going to hear the radio premiere of El West's new single, Who You Are. Today's 9:39 local spotlight on 93.9 FM KWSS. Thank you, Bryant.
You're very, very welcome. Thank you.
Here is El West.